Haircut. Last week, I looked like a damn fool with my lack of haircut.
You what?
I look like a damn fool with my lack of. I was looking like E.T.
This is why you get a do-rag from duragsrus.com when you enter the code
Icon.
when you enter the code Silky,
Silky.
you get 3 free Silkies with the purchase of
One.
I don't know. I'm chatting.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jay the Creative.
And I am Angelo Carter-iana.
And wait, John, that's not Johnny. That's not Johnny.
I know, but halftime was the last one that he did, or gaming was the last time that he did. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just be Angelo Carter-iana this week.
I hate you.
Because, Cardi won a Grammy and Barbiana didn't. I'm sorry.
No. All right. But this is episode 104 of Culture 316. And today is the special for the Elimination Chamber this Sunday, or else also known as today, in about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Follow us everywhere on social media, Culture 316, including our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Twitter is active.
Twitter is super
So is
active.
Instagram.
So is Instagram. So y'all better get on it. Shout outs to Nora. Shout outs to Whitney.
Yes.
Anyway,
The team. Hello.
The team is strong. But what I am gonna say is, before we get into these predictions, let's talk about this All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing rally. They announced 2 new signings. Nyla Rose, who's the first transgender wrestler to be signed to a major wrestling promotion, as well as Sonny Kiss, who is a member of the LGBTQ community. They also announced that the Lucha Brothers,
inclusion.
right? They also announced that the Lucha Brothers will be facing the Young Bucks. And they also announced that Kenny Omega is now a full-time member of the AEW roster.
As if it wasn't
confirmed
else.
already.
Yeah.
But, they...
You know what would have been the swerve of the year? If everybody's expecting Kenny to come out at the All Elite Wrestling rally, and like that same night was like Raw or SmackDown, and Kenny makes his debut, that would have been the swerve of the year, and that would have been the greatest moment of all time. Literally, I'd have been like, Vince, you are just king of everything. Take my money.
Take my money. Kenny is, and he's also the executive vice president of the company as well, along with Cody and the Young Bucks. So that check is looking real swell.
Check. Hello?
That salary is looking real good.
Dollars.
But yeah, All Elite seems to be going in a really good direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about what they're doing. Hold on, let me check on something. I'm just have to check if it's recording.
Yeah.
I'd be ashamed if it wasn't. It's definitely recording.
Oh, okay, good. Because that would be embarrassing.
That would be mad embarrassing.
Oh, you know what? This is our little open thingy.
This is our little open thingy. I mean, this is all part of the
Yeah, it's just everything.
Yeah, it's everything.
Y'all are living through the mistakes and everything with us.
Exactly.
We love y'all, though.
But All Elite seems to be going in the right direction. Oh, also, Chris Jericho comes out to confront Kenny, and Jericho beats up Kenny, and that kind of leads to
Omega 2.
Alpha versus Omega 2, Double or Nothing. And on top of that, All Elite Wrestling's Double or Nothing has sold out in under 4 minutes, which is insane. First time was 30 minutes, and now it's 4 minutes.
4 minutes, on top of the fact that they ran out of pre-sale codes to the point where they had to do it via lottery, because they had so many more people get apply on their website for pre-sale codes than they had space in their little arena. So I'm thinking their next event has to be at like a 30,000 or 20,000.
20,000 to 30,000.
Yeah, arena. It can't be like one of these Barclays, something like that for 15, 16,000 people. It has to be like at least 20,000 people now.
Right. Which is big. Which is pretty big.
Yeah, they could find like a baseball stadium or something that's like 20, 30,000 people, a
minor league baseball stadium or something like that.
Like Citi Field, I think, is like 20,000 people.
No, Citi Field is probably definitely more than that.
Or more than that. But I feel like they can do it.
They can do it.
I feel like they could definitely do it. I feel like they have people on the roster like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. People are going out in droves to see them.
Right.
And, before Kenny left New Japan, G1 Supercard was going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to go to take over and go G1 Supercard? What's that?
The Hall of
Sorry,
Fame.
no disrespect, but I'm just saying,
Right.
like, they kind of lost their biggest like names. So it's just kind of like, I don't really want to go to G1 Supercard anymore.
It's not looking too swell for them.
Yeah, it's looking very slow. I think I'm
slow.
just gonna enjoy being home. Anyway,
So let's get into it. These Elimination Chamber predictions.
it is taking place today.
Today.
Let's say today. February 17th, 2019, from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. Also, trivia, Houston, Texas was the location of the 25th anniversary
of WrestleMania. And this year's the 35th. Look at God.
Look at the Lord.
Tens.
10 years. Hello. When I've been watching wrestling for like 11 years now.
Yo, I've been watching wrestling for like a calm 15. That's insane. That's like insane.
When did you start watching wrestling? When you were 10?
Yeah, like consistently when I was 10, like Ruthless Aggression
Same.
era. So like 2004.
I was like the very end of that Ruthless Aggression. I was like 2007-ish. And then I was watching from like 2008-ish. Like the end of 2008 to now.
Right.
I've taken breaks though. Like there's been years I've just been like, I'm bored. Like I don't want to watch
He
it.
sat himself down from wrestling.
100%.
He sat himself down. But let's get into these 2019 WWE Elimination Chamber predictions. So, the first match, which is the one that I'm least excited about, Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. No stipulations.
No,
meaning.
they added a stipulation.
What was the stipulation?
No disqualification. I seen it on Twitter.
No stipulations. But I am gonna go with Braun on this one, because they just need to make Braun strong, and give him a W, considering that he's not in the Universal title picture, and they want to keep him afloat because he's still a draw. So I'm gonna go with Braun.
How can anyone possibly care? Like, let's be honest. Baron Corbin has been feuding with Braun Strowman and Finn Balor for like a year now.
And it's getting old.
And it's been old. Like it was
so
old
old.
after SummerSlam. Like after Balor squashed Baron at SummerSlam as the Demon, that should have been the end of it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But then they kept going.
I'm
But
gonna go
anyway.
Baron because the babyfaces won on Monday, which more than likely means the heels are gonna win. It's no disqualification, which probably means that Drew McIntyre is gonna interfere and cost Thingy the match. Kurt Angle's going to come in, and that's going to set up a tag team match either at Fastlane or at WrestleMania.
It's an interesting theory. I can definitely see that happening. But we're going to see. So that was Braun versus Baron. The next is the Raw Tag Team Championships. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the new Raw Tag Team Champions in the Revival. A victory that's long overdue.
Was this match officially announced?
I believe it was.
Okay.
I believe it was. If it
'Cause I didn't
wasn't,
see it,
whatever.
Yeah, if it wasn't, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
'cause
matter.
now we have a prediction for it.
And that prediction is that the Revival will retain.
Yeah, like why would they? Well, let me not say why would they, because Sasha
Vince.
Banks,
Yeah.
2016, all they did was swap. I'm gonna go the Revival on this one.
Yeah.
I just feel like, it's there. It's been long overdue. And I think Vince is really trying to keep the Revival in the WWE because he knows that if the Revival leaves the WWE, they're going to probably make a lot more money with AEW and the matches they could have with the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros and people who aren't signed to LAX, like just people that aren't signed to.
Oh, it actually be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we can do now? Since we're not going to, sorry, y'all. We're not going to Supercard. We can go to the Hog Show. The House of Glory show.
That would be fun.
Which is
I'm
that
down.
Saturday.
I'm down for it. I'm down for going to the House of Glory show. I'm with it.
It's lit. Okay. What's the next?
So the next match is for the Intercontinental Championship, Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush versus Finn Balor. Let me see if this mic is on. Finn Balor. I'm gonna go with Finn.
This is another match I don't care about, for real. Like, Lio Rush is great because I don't like him, which means he's
Doing his job.
doing his job.
He's doing his
Like,
job.
he's doing his job perfectly. And Bobby Lashley really is just boring. Like, listen, like, it's okay, too, like, because he's black, and I'm rooting for everybody black. but he's boring. Like, there's
Right.
nothing about Bobby Lashley that makes me go, Bobby Lashley is like super lit. So with that being said, I feel like Finn just has to win something. But
Legit, like he really does.
yeah, it's like he has to win something. I'm gonna just go with you know what? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley.
You go with Bobby Lashley?
I'm gonna go Bobby Lashley retains, and I'm gonna say Finn wins either at WrestleMania or maybe at Fastlane.
Here's the thing. I think that it's going to be Finn, and I feel like he's going to bring it into Mania, and he's going to have a new challenger by then. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So, the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa. Yo, Akira had a funny promo this week during the contract signing.
Oh, he sure did.
I'm not going to get into it, but if you guys have the WWE Network, I highly recommend that you look it up. I'm going to go with Buddy Murphy, though. Cute promo, but I feel like Buddy's going to carry that title into Mania, and Leo's going to take it off of him.
A heel versus a heel doesn't make sense to me. I'm in terms of WrestleMania.
Right.
So I don't think Leo's going to win at WrestleMania. I think, if anything, they put like a babyface transitional champion at Mania for Leo to take it off of them.
Right.
But I think Buddy Murphy is going to retain. You know, Akira Tozawa took the title off of the King of the Cruiserweights and lost it 8 days later. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. Buddy Murphy. Because, like, what's the point?
Yeah, Buddy.
You know, it's just like, if he was going to lose it, he would have lost it to Hideo. I feel like it should have been Hideo Itami at the Rumble.
But he was leaving the company. So.
Right. Now that Hideo is probably 95% no longer with WWE.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, next match.
And the next match is the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Usos.
I actually really hate their name, McMiz.
McMiz. It's actually pretty funny.
Ew. It's like, it sounds like McDonald's. Like, no.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm
not
Vince.
loving it.
That's the McMiz. That's the McMiz jingle. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving Vince.
That's mad funny. No. Who do you think is going to win this match?
I think the Miz and Shane are going to win. I think feel like they're going to drop the titles. I feel like Shane is going to do his little inevitable heel turn at Fastlane. And that's going to set them up for a Mania match. But I do think that the Miz and Shane need to have at least one credible defense to solidify their, not just their reign per se, but more so their kind of partnership and friendship.
So then who do they lose the titles to? Because SmackDown has an abundance of tag teams, and they clearly only care about The Bar, The New Day, and the Usos.
I think they can drop it.
And if Kofi Kingston is winning the title on Sunday, spoiler. Later.
Uso. I think they can drop it to the club.
Yeah, they haven't really been utilizing them that well. But, so you think you're going...
I'm going McMiz. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving Vince.
I think I'm going to go Shamiz as well.
Shamiz.
That's what it should have been called. What's the Miz's show called? Miz TV.
Shamiz TV.
Shamiz TV. That sounds like so...
That sounds disgusting.
That sounds so ill. Anyway, what's the next match?
Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. Ronda Rousey.
Did we think that it was going to be anyone other than Ronda Rousey? Like, at the Rumble, it could have been Sasha, because it's like, oh, there's a bunch of different ways you can go with it.
But it's pretty solidified that regardless of like what match is happening, that Vince definitely wants to keep the title on Ronda until WrestleMania at the very least. So I think that Ronda's going to win.
Speaking of the Raw Women's Championship, just a little bit of like a little excerpt of Raw. Vince McMahon, as you probably all have seen, came out and suspended. Well, the show long angle was apologize to the Authority, even though we're the Authority and we're supposed to be giving you what you want, because, you know, the new Monday Night Raw was supposed to be coming, yet Raw is still the same. show long angle. Becky Lynch apologizes. Finally, at the end of the show, Becky Lynch apologizes. They accept it. Becky Lynch is going to WrestleMania. Ronda Rousey comes out, but Vince McMahon comes out as well and goes, that's a dub, mamas. I'm putting in Charlotte Flair, and it's going to be Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. The internet exploded. Duh, we're getting a triple threat match. If you didn't think that was happening, you are clearly insane.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I love Charlotte. I think Charlotte is a fantastic heel. I think she should have been the heel at SummerSlam.
And I love the fact that Charlotte is getting booed for the right reasons.
And she's embracing it. And this is the queen that I've been missing. Now, all she needs to do for me is have like this Black Swan, like she has to wear a crown at WrestleMania. She should have saved last year's WrestleMania entrance for this year.
Because last year's was super popping.
Anyway, Ronda Rousey.
I
like Ruby Riott, but
now we have the women's tag team championships, which is Nia Jax and Tamina versus the Riot Squad versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus the Iconics versus Sasha Banks and Bayley versus
Boston
Naomi.
Hug Connection. That's their name. Say it right.
Boston Hug Connection versus Naomi and Carmella. I'm gonna go with Naomi and Carmella. No, I'm just playing.
I was about to do this exact same thing.
I'm gonna go with the Riot Squad.
Really?
I'm going to go with the Riot Squad. No, actually, take that back. I'm going to go with Boston Hug Connection on this. Boston Hug Connection for the win on Sunday. Boston Hug Connection. At first, I thought it was going to be the Riot Squad, but then I've been seeing how they've been building up this injury, and I'm just like, yeah, Boston Hug is definitely about to take it.
The way they've been building this injury angle, I can almost see them re-injuring Sasha, right? Taking Sasha out of the match and getting Sasha and Bayley out of the match. Now, in regular terms, this would be, they're building toward a heel turn or some sort. But no.
No, they're a legit tag team.
I still think that it would be better if Sasha and Bayley won the titles at WrestleMania. Give them both a WrestleMania moment. Well, Bayley kind of already got a WrestleMania moment, but Sasha hasn't really had one yet.
Right.
So I think, and Becky is definitely getting hers this year. So, and Charlotte got hers in Dallas.
Dallas and last year. She got two of them, John.
Well, yeah, but Dallas is the
quintessential.
Yeah, because it's like the women's evolution reached its peak, blah, 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 whatever.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know. Nia and Tamina won on Monday, which probably means that they're not going to win on Sunday. I'm going to go Boston Hug Connection, if there was any doubt. I still think it'll be better if they won at WrestleMania, but I think the final two, I think it makes sense you start with the most experienced in the ring, Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Right.
And they can, not to say that they would be the ones carrying the match, because I think all the girls that are in there that'll be working together will actually put on a great match.
Absolutely. I'm just scared of Nia in that chamber. Jesus, don't injure anybody.
What they said, the Samoan Slaughterhouse?
That's what they called them?
Yeah, no, that's what they called it in a promo on Monday. Nia and Tamina said it's going to be the Samoan Slaughterhouse. Which I don't listen.
That's actually a dope name.
I actually really like Nia Jax and Tamina. I really like this tag team. Nia Jax is great at her trolling on Twitter. I'm not gonna whatever. Nia Jax is great. Boston Hug Connection, and they're gonna defend it against Team Bestie at WrestleMania.
That would be a dope moment. Now the WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles versus Randy Orton versus Samoa Joe versus Jeff Hardy. Samoa Joe versus Jeff Hardy versus Kofi Kingston. First off, I'm going to preface this by saying this. Kofi had an amazing performance on SmackDown. He lasted an hour in that gauntlet match, which is a remarkable performance. I believe that Kofi Kingston can win on Sunday.
Listen. I said this last time. I was like, yo, if Sasha Banks or Finn Balor wins, I'm doing a double shot of tequila, right? So that's what I had said. But this is Black History Month, okay? If Kofi Kingston wins on Sunday, I'm doing a double shot of Henny for the culture.
For the culture.
For the culture.
For the culture.
Hello. Like Black History Month, double shot of Henny. With that being said, I think Kofi Kingston Man, I'm rooting for everybody black, right? So I want Kofi Kingston to win.
Right.
That's my heart. My head says Daniel Bryan's going to retain. And Kofi Kingston could quite possibly be the man who he has a match with at WrestleMania.
Whoa.
I'm making that prediction right now. WrestleMania in New York City. Well, not New York City. In New Jersey. In Meadowlands, New Jersey.
A.k.a. New York City South.
Right. In MetLife Stadium. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. Dude, man, that would be crazy.
That would be insane because Kofi can actually put on a great match, and y'all be sleeping.
Y'all be sleeping
Y'all be
on the black people. Like
on the black people.
Y'all. Did y'all see that jumping split from Naomi though? On who was it? Was it Sonya Deville?
I think it was
whoever
Sonya.
it was. Mandy Rose, whatever. That first of all, y'all already knew Naomi was my first fave. So that jumping split that Naomi did, I'm like, come on, like y'all can't tell me that Naomi's not one of the best
Women athletes
on the roster.
Athletes, period. Not just women athletes.
Like toe to toe, like she's one of those athletes that could go toe to toe with like a Charlotte.
Absolutely.
I'm still mad they never got a finish to their match, their SmackDown Women's Championship match all those months.
I'm still mad that she won her Battle Royal at WrestleMania and never got her title shot.
She got a title shot like months later against Asuka, who
I'm not counting that.
Doesn't have a
I'm
match
not counting. I'm not counting that. You give my sis a title shot, a real one.
Give her a real title run. Matter of fact, give Sasha Banks a real title run.
That's a big fact.
Her last title run, I don't even count because it was 8 days.
Her title run was a title walk.
It wasn't even a walk.
It was a jog.
It was a step.
It was a brisk
It was
jog.
a title step.
Step.
It was a title step because it was like 8 days back on Alexa Bliss.
So what are you going with for?
I said Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. All right, I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan, but I really hope that Kofi wins.
I really hope Kofi wins.
And I will double up on that shot as well. So I will be doing the shot with him if Kofi wins. Now, where are we going to be watching Elimination Chamber? At the Jobber Tears podcast Elimination Chamber party.
Legends Bar.
33rd
Street.
33rd Street. So if y'all are free, feel free to pull up. We'll be there. We'll be there. Jobber's Tears will be there. It's going to be a great time.
Yes, it's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be so much fun. The last time we did the Royal Rumble, that was so much fun.
I lost my voice, man. And it really just came back.
Yo, his voice was gone before the actual Royal Rumble.
Bro, because let me tell you real quick. I had so much fun. I headbutted. Me and somebody else, we headbutted each other.
Jesus Christ.
Because we both saw Candice LeRae. We was like, oh shoot, sorry. I was already off like at drinks. Sorry to whoever's watching this.
I was recovering from my birthday.
Don't tell nobody. Don't tell people.
I was recovering from my birthday, so I couldn't even say nothing. But I think does that conclude today?
That pretty much concludes today.
We'll be back.
We will be back
next week
for our Elimination Chamber roundup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I'm wearing my do-rag again. And if you enter the code DURAGIANA, you will get 3 free do-rags with the purchase of a Silky Iana.
All right. Well, that's going to conclude today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope to see you guys next week. Too sweet.
Too sweet Iana.
Too sweet Iana.